In this week's Blizz Pro Weekly, we discuss the supposed Blizzard insider leak, a long-standing WoW blog has come to an end, Diablo 3 Season 2 start date is announced, and why won't we be seeing Undertaker anymore in Hearthstone? Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of Blizz Pro Weekly. Today is February 1st. As always, I am your host, Chris the Beard Arnone. Now, before we talk about any specific games, we got the big insider leak to talk about. Now, we're not normally big on rumors or supposed leaks, but this story just blew the fuck up on Reddit this week, so we thought we'd go over it, at least at a high level. Now, Yahoo Finance contributor Ty Kim released a story on Yahoo that was soon removed, and then he published it on his Tumblr account, so you can let that sink in as to how much credibility you think this does or does not have. Now, he claims he has a credible Activision Blizzard insider who gave him this information. Okay, you ready for this? Hearthstone numbers are off the charts and have more than tripled since the last numbers were announced. He says the next expansion is due to come out soon and will be PvE focused, and the team is experimenting with a 2v2, 2-on-2 version. Now, looking at this by itself, it's not terribly far-fetched. Having Hearthstone jump from 20 million to over 60 million might be a little crazy, but we just saw the game release for Android. PAX East is coming up in March, and it's very possible we'll also be seeing a new adventure mode pop up. Also, 2-on-2 is something that the devs have already expressed interest in, so this is nothing groundbreaking. Now, he goes on to say that Overwatch's business model is still in flux as they're trying to decide between a free-to-play model and an expansion-type model, with you being able to pay for heroes in the game. He also said it's likely the game will be delayed to 2016. Once again, not terribly far-fetched, but honestly, this is stuff you didn't need to be a Blizzard insider to know. This has been speculated in the industry for quite some time. He goes on to say Heroes of the Storm has low expectation that many of the senior staff for the game will get laid off. Now, this is where everything starts to break apart. Okay, first off, the game is only 2 weeks into beta and isn't even available to everyone yet. Also, why would Blizzard lay off their senior staff, most of which are on the StarCraft team as well? That just doesn't make sense. Finally, okay, this is where it gets nutters. Ready? He says that the Diablo 3 team has been gutted and have been moved onto a new project set in the StarCraft universe. And get this, okay? The game will be similar to Warframe, Left 4 Dead, DayZ, Smite, and other MOBAs. Now, this is where Take Him just loses all respect as an author. We know the D3 team is pushing out new content. They might not be the size they were when they were working on new products, but we expect there's a new expansion in the works, and it's quite likely the team is working on that while also working on pushing out content for the game as it exists now. Not to mention, if they were moved to a StarCraft-type team, why wouldn't they move those senior members from Heroes there, since they came from the StarCraft team to begin with? Now, that's not the most ridiculous part of that. It's the game description. He threw together a bunch of mainstream games that aren't even similar to one another and said, hey, it's going to be like all those combined. Seriously, he never even played Warframe, Left 4 Dead, DayZ, or Smite. How are all those games similar whatsoever? Warframe and Left 4 Dead? Okay, maybe. It's not surprising something like that might be announced with Michael Booth's unannounced game we've talked about in the past. But why would he throw DayZ in there? And other MOBAs? Those aren't MOBAs. This just doesn't even make fucking sense. And with all that said, these rumors/leaks normally have some, tiny grain of truth in them that's sprinkled in with the ridiculous lies. In this case, Blizzard even responded to him with the following statement. They said, and I'm quoting here, "The focus right now of the Diablo 3 team is on continuing to support the game with patch content. We generally don't comment on rumors or speculation, but I do want to make sure it's clear that they're not working on a secret project in the StarCraft universe." There you go. The fact that Blizzard came out and specifically said that we're not working on this shows just how off base this rumor is. Normally, Blizzard would just say, we won't comment on such things. They don't out and out lie to us. It's just, move along. We're not going to talk about it. In this case, they very much said, nope, not going to happen. So if you've come across this article in the last few days, take it with a big-ass boulder of salt and think, a lot of this is just absolute bunk bullshit. Okay, let's talk World of Warcraft.
Here's the beef.
So the PTR got some new patches this week, and Twitter integration can now be used in the game with the /share command. Now, the system is very much opt-in. Now, these options in the UI don't even pop up until you've linked a Twitter account, and even then, they won't trigger until you have a tweetable event for them to show up. Now, right now, those events are looting a rare or epic item, taking a screenshot, or earning an achievement. Now, people have been having fun with the new selfie camera, as well as using that to take some screenshots. So now there are selfies out there being tweeted of virtual characters that you play, and how is this a thing? Anyway, there's a new mount. WoW social media team took to Facebook and Twitter this week to show off some kind of arcane panther mount with the caption, "Coming soon." No other details were shared with the image or how the mount will be obtained. So at this point, now, the wild and popular opinion seems to be it's a tie-in with Heroes of the Storm. However, we don't believe that there has been anything data mined that with Heroes that would be tied with WoW. Instead, we believe the mount will probably be just either purchased in the store or will be a tie-in to a promotional WoW thing, like Recruit a Friend or Scroll of Resurrection kind of thing. So there you go. Now, on February 3rd, popular WoW blog WoW Insider will be closing its doors for good. WoW Insider is part of Joystick and Massively, which is owned by AOL. Despite the fact that the sites have been increasing in revenue each year, AOL executive Suits have decided to close its doors, period. WoW Insider has been around since 2005 and was one of the mainstream sites over the years. The site has been run by some absolutely great people in the industry, and it's truly sad to see them go. Now, there are some rumors that the team will be starting up their own thing, so be sure to keep an eye on that. We certainly will, and we'll let you know. In any event, we wish that team the best of luck with their future endeavors. Let's talk some Diablo.
Stay a while and listen.
So we said last week we expected Season 2 to begin on Friday, February 13th, and now we have confirmation that this will be the case. Not only will this be the day before Valentine's Day, it also lands on Friday the 13th. So for those of you looking to get a jump start on a brand new season, make sure you mark Friday the 13th on your calendar and let your significant other know that you'll be totally busy for the weekend of Valentine's Day. We're totally sure they'll understand. Heroes of the Storm. So the new lunar skins are now available in the game. You can get the bundle pack, which includes a new skin for both Lily and Chen and their festival clothes, along with a lunar tiger mount. This bundle will set you back $22.47. I don't know, it's a weird number. And you can also get a bundle which includes the skins and the mounts along with Chen and Lily themselves, which will cost you $32.96, again with the strange prices. Also, in celebration of the Lunar Festival, a new portrait can be unlocked for all those who have played 10 games between now and March 3rd. The portrait shows Chen and Lily in their Lunar Festival clothes. So, get to playing some heroes and you can unlock another cool portrait while you're at it. Alright, how about some digital cards? Let's talk a little Hearthstone.
Pull up a chair by the hearth.
So a couple weeks ago, we talked about how the Undertaker in Hearthstone was just terribly overpowered, and JR wrote an article about it and suggested Undertaker become a 1-3 instead of a 1-2, but he would only get +1 attack when another minion with Death Rattle is played, instead of +1 attack and +1 health. So the problem is right now that on turn 1 or turn 2, you could really snowball Undertaker, and he becomes nearly impossible to deal with for several turns. Seems Blizzard has agreed for the most part with this, and Undertaker has been nerfed, and in a similar way to JR's suggestion. Undertaker will now only gain +1 attack for each Death Rattle minion, and no longer will gain that health. Unlike JR's suggestion, however, he remains a 1-2. This means that Undertaker usually becomes, sort of a worse Micro Machine, which is 1-2 that gains +1 attack each turn, and will probably never see play again, except for those playing Hunter that haven't realized the nerf is in effect yet. The other major change in the patch is that card packs in the game shop no longer default to classic card packs. Players will now have to manually choose which card backs they would like to buy before making a purchase for the first time the shop is used, or with each release of a new card sets in the shop. Once a card pack is purchased, it will become the default until the next time a new card set is released. Now, this was put in place to stop the hilarious videos of streamers buying hundreds of dollars worth of classic packs when Goblins vs. Gnomes was released. Just remember though, whenever Blizzard puts in an idiot-proof mechanism like this, the world will just invent a better idiot. Alright, that does it for Hearthstone and our video this week. You want to subscribe right here on YouTube, iTunes, both. Definitely check out all of our shows on BlizzPro TV. You want to listen and subscribe to the West March Workshop, Hearthstone Power Hour, the Heroes Power Hour, and Real Life Respec. That's JR's new show. Me, I'm all over the internet, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. I'm a Goodreads author. My book, The Lost and Broken Realm, is available on Amazon. Cool fantasy novel. Working on this follow-up right now. I'm also a writer for panels.net and bookriot.com. If you have a question, email us at askthebeard@blizzpro.com. And of course, you want to check out blizzpro.com. It's got news, reviews, interviews, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. Stay beardy, my friends.